I talk about things that are relevant to our community, but today I decided I'm gonna talk about beauty. Finally, I'm talking about beauty. Well, kind of, not really. We're talking about someone who is more in the beauty space and now is more about butchering yaks. So everyone give a round of applause for our topic, which is pretty much Jeffree Star today. So I'm not gonna lie. I do enjoy his makeup. And I have in the past, I've defended Jeffree in the past for different things. I always thought, well, that was way in the past. We don't know what's happening right now. So basically, you can see I have the mirror. I use the mirror. I have, like, I've had his palettes in the past. I've had his velour liquid lipsticks in the past. I've had the gloss. I've had quite a few items. And to be honest, if to talk about the quality is really good. And specifically, I think the Supreme highlighters were something which I still, like, beat myself up for not getting when there was that shade hypothermia in France. When well, it was way before COVID, and I was just like in France, and I saw it in a store, and I was like, "Fuck, I want to get it," and then I couldn't get it anyway because it's not sold here. But anyway, so and I do feel like people were harsh in a way. Because you still have Huda, you have Anastasia, or I don't know, Vina. You have a lot of beauty influencers, you have a lot of beauty brands, which pretty much are just as shit as Jeffree is, if you want to go that way. But when it comes to what he did, it's interesting. So I'm gonna be upfront and I'm gonna say it. I'm not the world's biggest vegan. I'm not even vegetarian, I'm a very picky eater. And I have had problems with eating disorders in the past, so the vegan diet is simply not for me, not for moral issues, and anyway. Then my stance on cruelty-free, and this is where I think the issue lies with the yak meat, is that Jeffree Star Cosmetics always pioneered itself as a cruelty-free, as a vegan brand. So basically, he says he won't harm animals, but at the same time he'd show up with Birkin bags, like he has the, I think it's the Himalayan Birkin bag, which is made from crocodile? I think it's, well, it looks like white crocodile, so I'm just gonna guess. I'm not a big Birkin fan, obviously. So yeah, a lot of people called out that he wears fur, he wears leather, he's not vegan, but his brand supposedly, well, apparently is vegan. So people saw some hypocrisy there. And then we're gonna talk that obviously Jeffree made the massive move to Wyoming, which was all fair and fine, I guess. It kind of left everyone wondering, like, what are you doing there? Like, you're a California mogul, like, why would you move there? And then obviously everyone found out that it's about the yaks, that he has them as pets and etc. And I also talked to my partner about this as well. So you usually tell people what you're gonna do if you're gonna slaughter or eat the animal you're petting, actually. So basically, when it comes to when you're a farmer, you pretty much know which animals are gonna get butchered. You know if it's just a petting farm or if it's just like for your own joys. And obviously, right now it came out, what's he doing? He's butchering the animals, he's gonna be selling yak meat, he factually is already selling yak meat. And it's not even on his main account, well, he announced it on his main account. And again, because I follow Jeffree Star, I'm just talking about this, obviously. So I then went to his Star Yak account, and there he started talking all about the meat, how he has a huge queue, people waving, people selling out brisket, I think. So basically, why would you lie when there was a whole article from Insider which literally said, hey, he is going to butcher these animals, and then he said, no, he's not gonna butcher it, it's crazy talk, he just wants to hug them. He made Insider look really weird and accusative, and it made sense. Okay, fine, he doesn't want people to steal his Star, Yak, Ranch, whatever trademark. But right now, he's actually butchering animals, and it's kind of weird to know. Like, I discussed this with my partner, and he was like, well, some animals, obviously, you go to a farm and you're like, yeah, you can pet the chickens, but then they're gonna be, you know, your breakfast later. Which is totally fine, but in this case, it's more of a, we don't know. And it's tricky in this case, because obviously owning a farm is nothing wrong, butchering animals is a debate, obviously, because you have the vegan side of it, you have the non-vegan side of it, but regardless, I feel like he should have been more transparent about it, or at least said something along the lines that, yes, I might be doing something when the Insider article came out. And in general, I just feel like, my own personal opinion, I feel like he's no longer inspired in the makeup industry these days. He's, the makeup items haven't been that exciting. He just doesn't feel very exciting at all. And, more, like, I still, like, trash watch his videos, but at the same time, I feel like he lost his authenticity, or, you know, whatever authenticity he used to have, his artistic vision, everything. So I just feel like it's a empty shell of a person who's now just butchering stuff, you know? So yeah, I was really surprised that it took a turn to butchering, even though, again, I'm not a vegan and I don't really actively speak out about such things. And in general, if you look at his past, it kind of makes sense that he doesn't have a very linear sort of way of thinking, that he lies, he doesn't lie, and in general, it's obviously seen that certain personal life things affected him to a really great extent, and I probably shouldn't have said that, but I still feel like, regardless of what's happening behind closed doors, and there was also like the meth scandal a week ago, sometimes you just need to step back, stop doing endeavors, and if you're butchering eggs, I guess just be upfront about it or something. So yeah, so that's pretty much what's been going on in Jeffree Star Ranch, up to the point that it's literally like, hey, you saw Snowflake? Well, Snowflake's getting butchered today or whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I was really taken back by this, and I know that I go back and forth from liking, disliking him, but I do feel like he overstepped the line this time. I still keep his makeup separate, again, because all makeup brands are problematic. And obviously if something interests me, I'll think about it, but there's nothing interesting. So right now there's no interesting makeup, he's fucking up, so there's nothing really. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I also wanted to quickly touch on the fact that, for instance, it's really weird, like, when you post that you wear his makeup, you get downvoted to oblivion on Reddit, and it's kind of like, well, I don't like Huda, for instance, for being homophobic, but I'm not really downvoting everyone for wearing Huda, am I? Anyway, thank you very much for watching, I hope you enjoyed this short video, and thank you so much.